Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons. Taken in part exchange, here we have a Mazda 3. This is the GT Sport. This has got the eSKYACTIV-X engine, which is the 180 PS version with automatic transmission. Now this car is presented in machine grey with the black leather interior. Now as I walk around the vehicle, I'll just give you a little bit of background on the vehicle. We sold the car to the previous owner, and previous to that it was actually my service manager's car. So he got this beginning of 2021 as his company vehicle, and he did about 12,000 miles in the vehicle before we sold it to the next owner. Now the next owner is also a long-standing customer of ours, and he no longer needed a car of this size, so he actually part exchanged this for a Mazda 2. So he's very happy with the brand, very happy with the dealership. And if you're watching this video, thank you so much for your ongoing custom, and thank you very much for such beautiful part exchanges. Now, if I'm to be critical, there's a couple of grazes on some wheels, but I'm going to have that done. But I like to be as transparent as possible. Okay, there's a graze there, and a graze here. So I'll have all four done, and they'll be done properly. So the tyres are taken off. You know, they're stripped, powder coated, painted, so they're as good as new. In fact, I believe they're better than new at the wheel refurbers we use. So that's going to be done. I'll send that there Monday morning. Now the car is incredibly well spec'd, and it's got a lot of safety features. This is one of the safest cars on the road. The CX-30, which was launched shortly after this, actually got, I think it was safest car on the road, some award, NCAP I believe it was, but please do obviously check that out. Don't take that as gospel. But I think, was it Top Gear? I forget now, but it did win an award for safest car. And the Mazda CX-30 is based on the Mazda 3. Okay, so a lot of the safety features, in fact all of them, are also on this car. So notice you've got eSKYACTIV-X, you have eSKYACTIV-G on the lesser powered ones. Now drive wise, I don't believe there's much difference. However, these more powerful eSKYACTIV-X engines have got a very clever compression ignition system, and it has a very lean burn. So on the long run, you will get like diesel fuel consumption. And I can say that for certain, because I've driven from here, Orpington, to Harrow on a Saturday within the speed limits on the M25, and I think I got about 56 miles to the gallon. So I was very, very impressed. And that was an automatic. In fact, it might actually have been in this car. I forget now. Occasionally we borrow each other's cars. Now, let me show you in the boot, and then we'll work our way inside. It's very cold here today. A bit windy, so I've got a big coat on. Can't wait to get in the car. Good sized boot. Now, my gauge of a good sized boot is, can you fit pushchairs and all the other bits and pieces that go with young children? Yes, you can. I know that because I've done it myself. I never understood why boots were so important to people. It was either golf clubs or buggies and whatnot, but since becoming a father, I really do understand now. You've got the Bose premium sound system in these cars. There is spaces for a spare wheel, should you require one. Most don't these days, but you can fit one should you require one. But that's the Bose, that's not the spare wheel, that's the extra speaker for that added quality. You can fold the back seats down, so 60-40 split, should you require more room, and pop this parcel shelf out. Now let's take a look inside here. All the door cards are in perfect condition. You've got this perforated leather, which has got, like, I don't know, little dots. Well, the dots are the perforation, but almost look a little bit reddy. I don't know if you can see that from the photos and videos. All great. And the X engine cars have the black headlining. You've got ISOFIX anchorages in the back there and a centre armrest. So very comfy place. Privacy glass in the rear, which I think makes it look very smart, and also gives you that added protection You've got LED lights, they're adaptive, they're absolutely amazing. They've also got, you know, the high beam control, and you've got front and rear parking sensors and a rear camera. The car has keyless entry, so no need to take the key out of your pocket to enter the car. You've got your electric windows, mirrors. That's very nice, very nice indeed. Electric driver's seat with 2 memory functions. So I'm just going to hop myself in. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put the heating on. Now notice that dash. This has got, I believe they call it a TFT backlit dash. So we've got 2 keys with the car. I've got a feeling that that key, I wrote this key tag out as well over a year ago. Now, foot on the clutch. Oh, clutch. Foot on the brake. This lights up green, which lets you know that the car has recognised that there's a key. Push the button and look at that dash lights up, which I think looks really premium. But I don't want to sound cheesy by saying that, but there's a really good feel to these cars. And if you've not been in a Mazda of late, probably the last 4 or 5 years, I would urge you to do so, because they've always made great cars. They've always been superbly reliable. The build is great, etc. However, the criticisms of sort of plasticky dashes and bits and bobs, I could kind of appreciate. But these, I mean, we have the traditional premium branded cars part exchange, and they are not finished to this standard. They're really not. And I'm not being biased at all. I really do mean that. Please come and see for yourself. Now, the mileage is 20,769 miles. Now, I took the time to print off the service history for this car. So here we go. Look, T.W White Sons at 7 miles. That's when it came off a transporter in November 2020. We did the PDI, the pre-delivery inspection and body inspection. Then my service manager lived a fair distance from work. I think it was about a 100-mile round trip, or maybe a little bit more. And look, he clocked up 12,000 miles in, hang on, this was registered in Feb, so let's have a look. Feb, September, oh, in 7 months. Yeah, I think that was about right. He was doing a lot of miles. He was in and out of cars quite frequently. Then that's when we sold it to the previous owner. And then he's had it for just over a year, and he actually had it serviced with us a few days ago. Not a few days ago, sorry, on the 19th of October at 19,785 miles. Okay, so it's done, what's that, 1,000 miles? Yeah, 1,000 miles since the service. So it's got superb history, all with us. We know the car very, very well. Now, if you were to buy a brand new one of these, not only would you have to wait 6 months, but you wouldn't get a CD player, because there was a slight tweak to these cars. They got rid of the CD player. You did get a sunroof though. Okay, so it's not a bad trade-off. But I forget cars have sunroofs. I seldom open them. And you got an extra 6 horsepower. So they sort of tweaked the engine a little tune. They got rid of the CD player, which I'm a bit upset about, because I've got an ABBA Gold CD in my pocket, which I found earlier on today. And you got rid of they've added the sunroof, so that's the only difference. And obviously this represents superb value for money. As we all know, prices of everything's gone up, so this really does, you know, you can get a car and it's great value for money. Now you've got a multimedia commander here, so let's explore this together. Now, so the home screen is either the clock or this menu here. So communication, you've got Bluetooth as you would expect, and then you can access all your call lists, etc. Navigation, it's got a wonderful navigation system, nice big wide screen. It's very easy to use. You've got like this sort of dial here, dial in the postcode. Always put a space in the postcode as they are actually written. That's how Mazda like it. And off you go. You've also got point of interest categories, petrol stations, etc, etc. You can search for lots and lots of categories there. I think the petrol one is very important. I'll tell you for why. Some petrol stations are sort of 10p more than others, and when you set your phone up to have a Wi-Fi hotspot with the car, so your car's connected to the internet, you'll also get fuel prices, which, I mean, 10p on the litre, you know, it's not small change really, you know. So you'll be able to get your cheaper fuel. Now, so entertainment. Now the car is full of entertainment. You've got FM, AM, DAB, digital radio, Bluetooth. You've got the USB 1 and 2. So there's one down there, and there's one in the armrest. Now, I have never tried to play any sort of videos off a memory stick or some sort of MP3 player. Maybe one of you have. Please let me know. I've never done it, but I have played music. Okay. Then you've got the disc, of course. Now, the car is also equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So, connectivity settings, let's have a look. Smartphone connectivity. So whether you're an Android user or an Apple user, or you're thinking of changing, it doesn't matter. This will work on either of the systems. Then you can navigate and you know, view a lot of apps that are driving compatible apps like Waze, Spotify, WhatsApp, amongst many others. I don't tend to use it. I have used it on occasion, more for experimental purposes. I do like the voice activation and stuff on the sat nav using Google Maps. I find that very useful. Okay, now in vehicle displays, you've got the heads-up display there, okay, which is projected. You can change settings there. Instrument cluster display. In fact, let's have a look. So you've got type 1, type 2. So these are the different sort of displays. Sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of that glare. Or turn it off completely. Okay. I'm going to put type 1. So you've got the MPG up on the left and the range on the right. Huh. I've never actually looked at that before. Center display, so you can change brightness, etc. on there. And the active driving display, you can adjust the height and the tilt, etc. And that can be set to your seat setting. You've got your sound settings there. Now, it's a Bose system, it's amazing. Safety settings, driver assistance system, radar cruise control. So you've got an adaptive cruise control system which will track the car, van, truck in front. You can actually set it so you can set the speed limit of the car to the traffic lights. I've never actually experimented with that, to the, not the traffic lights, to the speed limit sign. So there's lots of settings in there. Safety alerts, rear cross traffic alerts. So should you be reversing out of a parking space and someone's coming to cross your path, it'll warn you by lighting up and bleeping. Your wing mirror is lighting up and bleeping just to say, be careful, someone's coming across. And you've got blind spot monitoring, which will warn you if somebody undertakes you or overtakes you. Active safety, distance and speed alert, lane keep assist. So if you get too close to someone, to an object in front, it'll actually come up brake, and if you get even closer, it'll apply the brakes. You can adjust the sensitivity. Car's got lane keep assist, which will keep you within the white lines on a motorway dual carriageway. You'll feel resistance in the steering wheel. If you let your hands off the steering wheel, it'll actually correct you twice and then tell you, it'll come up here, hold the steering wheel. So this car is full of safety devices, and I think that's really important, because this is a family car, and you know, a lot of people carrying kids. You want to be as safe as possible, really. So this is a very well spec'd car with the leather seats and all the safety bits and pieces. And the reason I say that is even the lesser spec'd cars, or the lesser graded cars, have got a lot of this equipment on. But this has got the Bose stereo, the leather seats, the electric seats. It's a very well spec'd car. Superb service history. anything you want to know about the car, please just let us know and we'll try to answer your question. The car won't need servicing, but we will put it through the workshop and I shall have the alloy wheels attended to. Now, there's a couple of things I want to mention. The car will come with a Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty. In fact, I just want to check something out here. So this car was registered in February 2021. So this car will actually have a warranty till, hold on a minute, so 21, 22, 23, 24, yes, so till February 2024. So this is still under manufacturer's warranty. Superb. And that also has roadside assistance. Okay. Part exchange is extremely welcome regardless of what you have. We at T.W White Sons pride us on that. You will get the best deal with a part exchange. And if you have a look at our website, our used car offering, you will see cars other than Mazdas and Suzuki. So don't think, oh, you know, that's not what they sell, I won't get the best deal. Please do, you know, ask us, but do, you know, punch your reg number in and mileage and get a price in under 10 seconds, or whatever they claim now on these heavily advertised businesses. So do that. Get in touch with us. You'll get the best deal with a part exchange. Okay. There are warranty extension facilities. Probably wouldn't be interested in that, considering it's got so much left here, but it's always, you know, a bit of peace of mind. But we do offer that in-house. We can offer a delivery service, video walk around. We can send you more photos, videos of the vehicle should you be out of area. And if you are out of area or you've never dealt with T.W White Sons before, please do check out our reviews. It will give you an idea of who you're doing business with. Okay. Now, should you also want to inquire on the vehicle outside our regular business hours, please don't hesitate to do so. We do pick up the messages, the voicemails or the emails, and we do try to come back to you as soon as possible. So please do, you know, do that. Don't think, oh, they're shut now, I'll wait till the morning. Just get in touch. Okay. So I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have actually thoroughly enjoyed doing this video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.